In the stillness of dawn, when the noise of the world has yet to awaken, one can hear the quiet voice of truth. Life is neither cruel nor kind. It simply is. The universe does not conspire for or against us. It merely unfolds according to its own law, indifferent yet harmonious. To live well within it, we must understand what the Stoics called logos, the rational order of all things, and within that order, recognize our rightful place. For a Stoic, happiness is not found in changing the world, but in aligning ourselves with it, in accepting that which lies beyond our reach, and mastering that which lies within our will. The essence of Stoicism is simplicity itself. Some things are in our control, and others are not. This distinction, though small in words, is vast in consequence. If we spend our lives trying to control what is uncontrollable, the opinions of others, the shifting winds of fortune, the passing of time, we live in perpetual conflict with reality. But if we turn inward, tending the garden of our mind, cultivating wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, then peace ceases to be a distant hope and becomes an abiding state of being. The Stoic does not seek to escape suffering. He seeks to understand it, to strip it of illusion until only the lesson remains. When Seneca wrote to Lucilius, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," he named the very source of our unrest. The mind, untamed, is a storm that invents 1,000 tragedies for every one that actually occurs. We torment ourselves not with events, but with judgments about them. The Stoic practice, then, is not to silence emotion but to discipline it, to examine each impression as it arrives and ask, is this within my control? Is this aligned with virtue? Through this daily scrutiny, the mind learns to see without distortion, and tranquility is born not of circumstance, but of clarity. Life's hardships, for the Stoic, are not curses but teachers. Marcus Aurelius, burdened with empire and illness, found in adversity the forge of his strength. The impediment to action advances action, he wrote. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is not poetic optimism, but a profound law of human growth. Resistance, pain, loss, these are not enemies. They are the conditions in which the soul discovers its power. Just as the body grows stronger through the weight it lifts, the mind gains virtue through the trials it endures. To wish for ease is to wish away greatness. There is a common misunderstanding that Stoicism is a rejection of emotion, that the Stoic is cold, detached, unfeeling. But the truth is gentler. The Stoic feels deeply. He simply refuses to be ruled by feeling. He loves without clinging, grieves without despairing, and hopes without demanding. His joy is not in pleasure, but in harmony, a quiet alignment between thought and deed. He knows that the world owes him nothing, and yet he offers it everything he has: integrity, effort, presence. Such a life may appear restrained, but within that restraint lies immense freedom, the freedom from fear, resentment, and need. To live stoically is to live presently. We are so often torn between regret and anticipation, haunted by what was, anxious for what will be, that we forget the only time we truly possess is now. The Stoic trains himself to dwell fully in the moment, for the present is both fleeting and eternal. Fleeting because it passes instantly, eternal because it is always here. As Epictetus reminded his students, don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it, but wish for everything to happen as it does, and your life will flow well. Acceptance, properly understood, is not resignation but alignment with reality. It is the serenity that comes from saying yes to life as it is. The Stoic also remembers memento mori. Remember, you must die. To modern ears, this may sound morbid, but for the wise it is liberating. Awareness of death is not meant to darken life, but to illuminate it. When we remember that our days are numbered, we cease to waste them in trivial pursuit. We speak kindly, act justly, live fully. Mortality gives meaning to virtue, for only what ends can be precious. The Stoic wakes each morning with gratitude, another day to act with reason, to practice courage, to serve the greater good. Yet Stoicism is not merely a philosophy of thought, it is a discipline of action. Knowledge alone changes nothing. One may read the words of Aurelius and still live anxiously if they remain confined to the mind. The The Stoic brings philosophy into the marketplace, into conversation, into the smallest gesture. He practices patience with the difficult person, honesty in the small temptation, moderation in success, dignity in loss. Each moment is an opportunity for virtue, and every day a test of one's progress. To live stoically is to live deliberately, not drifting through life, but steering it according to the compass of character. When we begin to see life through this lens, the storms that once terrified us lose their power. The insult, the setback, the injustice, these no longer dictate our peace, because our peace is no longer built on them. It resides within, untouched by external change. The Stoic does not seek to control events, only his participation in them. He cannot choose the wind, but he can adjust his sail. And by doing so, he discovers a paradox. When we cease trying to control the world, we gain control of ourselves, and that is the truest freedom of all.